Hi everyone, Beer Mishdale here. Today I am reviewing Lough Gill's Dark Majik Imperial Oatmeal Coffee Cream Stout. Rolls off the tongue. This is an Imperial Stout coming in at 11%. Let me show you the can. There it is. Very plain artwork this time. Allow me to read you the inscription on the side of the can. This is the dark Irish beer your mother didn't tell you about. It's not untrue. She didn't. Dark Majik is a true beer for royalty. Okay. With big, bold aromas of chocolate, coffee, and a hint of fruit and spices. This is the last Lough Gill beer I'll be reviewing for the foreseeable future. We're going to be trying some beers from different breweries over the course of the next few weeks. Got a lot of good beers lined up. Very excited to try them, and I'm very excited to review them. And I hope you enjoy those videos. But this is now the last video of the Lough Gill series. Lough Gill, not my favourite brewery. Most of the beers quite average, with the exception of the Devil's Chimney New England IPA, which is excellent. Aside from that, most of their beers not the best. All of them, or at least most of them, really seem to struggle with the body. They're thin, they're watery, they're lacking in depth of flavour. But with a beer like this, 11% Imperial Stout, those things that afflicted their other beers, that just can't happen here. Like, I'm not saying that it shouldn't happen, I'm saying it's impossible. You can't brew a beer like this and make it be thin. This beer is always just going to be just so impactful, so intense. So even based off the beers that I've had from Lough Gill thus far, I went into this beer expecting it to be quite, the roller coaster ride. Appearance of this beer: big, bubbly, tan-coloured head with excellent retention. Beer was jet black in the glass, no visible carbonation, and no light bleeding through it whatsoever. The aroma was surprising, to be honest. It was good, but it wasn't necessarily what I was anticipating. It had a Belgian strong dark ale character to it, kind of vanilla and banana. I think you may call it phenolic flavors, not off flavors. They were just not maybe what I was anticipating from the Imperial Stout. Although the Imperial Stout flavors, the chocolate, milk chocolate, the espresso, the sweet dark fruits, they were there. It was an inviting aroma. And remember when I said that beers like this are usually pretty intense? Well, good grief, this beer was just 1,000 miles per hour, machine gun fire, just colossal, gigantic roasted malt flavour, smoky, meaty, marmitey flavour, just huge malt bill on this. A lot of milk chocolate, a lot of cream. Those Belgian strong dark ale flavours were there. Some bubblegum, a lot of fig, whiskey, sherry, cognac. So alcoholic, insanely alcoholic. If someone, I would believe if someone told me this was a beer that had cognac just poured into it. It was so remarkably alcoholic. Just a huge beer. Overwhelming to a degree, to tell you the truth, although it did taste quite good. Mouthfeel as full-bodied as full-bodied can get. Light carbonation, viscous, motor oil viscosity, dense, heavy, creamy. Just such a heavy beer to drink. You have to sip it. You couldn't possibly drink this quickly. Couldn't. Not physically possible. And obviously a lot of warming from the alcohol on the back of the throat. Overall, I reckon there are some people out there who would absolutely adore this beer. People who have a higher tolerance for super high strength, massive beers like this. I do have a tolerance for beers like this. I do usually like really strong beers, but even for me, this was just a little too much. That being said, it is a good beer, and it's bordering on being a great beer. I'm feeling a 74 on this beer. Comment your opinions down below if you have any. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Cheers.